I alternate working in multiple mediums: novels, plays, creative nonfiction, flash fiction, poetry, mixed media, oil painting, YouTube videos like this, collage. My creative nonfiction is most widely published, thus, that's what I've been focusing on for now. I still write unpublished novel manuscripts for my own therapeutic amusement, I guess. So, if anyone wants to hack that iCloud and sell them on the dark web, I'm not saying I didn't give you permission. I am saying I'm not going to sue you, okay? So, yeah, well. What I love about creative nonfiction is its demand for sheer, brutal honesty. That's how I do things. It's kind of an unavoidable tendency. It's a bit of a character flaw, if you must. But I can't lie, and I will tell all the truth. So, all of my work, which may seem sensationalized or cold or like, what is this bitch talking about, is based on reality, but it's my reality. And that's a mentally ill, unreliable narrator reality. So there's a cult, and well, there's a cat sneaking around here. There's ghosts, there's all sorts of stuff. I mean, I synthesize my Wicca practice because I'm a witch, and the tendencies of the voices in my head, because I'm also schizoaffective, to present as ancestral or my domestic partner is dead, so her ghost, and those become synthesized into paranormal creative nonfiction, like that of the Haunting Museum as just anthology or oculum or grimoire or Luna Luna, places like that. So my reality is not like other people's because if I'm writing a play, I first must begin to auditorily hallucinate, perhaps brought on by sleep deprivation or involuntary deprivation of prescribed antipsychotics. Happens. All of my plays are transcriptions of psychotic episodes, with auditory hallucinations presenting as multiple character dialogue. They take on different personalities. I'm the only human, real human, in the drama. We get some very odd cameos based on things I've read or movies I've seen, television, I don't know. But if I'm writing something more sort of serious for publication, like my entropy food column, I think about it for a long time. The mental gears turn throughout the month. I gather the gustatory material. I think about what's the most exciting event of this month, or the most exciting thing I'm eating, until finally it's time to do it. And I'd say these themes and topics are pretty conceptualized in my mind. So I get an energy drink or some coffee, sit down with my little computer, and just pound it out. Because I am on disability, I have no job. The myriad psychiatric medications that I take to manage my condition make driving basically make me a DUI on wheels in Nevada, so I don't drive. They're pesky oxytocin, oxytocin? Is that how I pronounce that? Fentanyl? Yeah, I had to Google it. But it immobilizes legally prescribed patients like me who are just on a bunch of benzos and antidepressants and antipsychotics. So I'm basically in this house all the time. And if you're at home with time on your hands and a typewriter, okay, computer, yeah, I write. So as soon as an auditory hallucination hits, I'll sit down and start the play, or as soon as I get an idea, I'll sit down and work. Usually. I've been reading a lot of Kristen Garth's poetry in online magazines, finding it exquisite. Ingrid Calderon columns, prolific poems, always blow me out of the water. For inexplicable reasons, though, the book I return to again and again is Kat Marnell's How to Murder Your Life. Although my, 10 years previous debut is kind of a less moneyed, more hardcore version of a similar drugs, clubs, and mental illness downward spiral, although I didn't have the cool magazine jobs. difference. But the electric zing of her glamorous prose, it got me an Exo Jane, it gets me now, it gets me in a blanket fort where it gives Samuel black opium, glittery scarves, and fur, and just having a good time. In print magazines, I read Juxtapose occasionally. I like the art. And for poetry and literature, I tend to just look at Twitter, see what pops up, people post their stuff. And there's certain magazines I follow that I'm especially interested in. So I'll read things they post pretty regularly. Given the financial limitations placed upon writers by a broken system, whether you're on disability or freelancing or what, I wouldn't dare presume writers can travel. I mean, I'm on disability. I live on a fixed income. I don't commit fraud by selling paintings or writings. And I just write here, inside, with these furry beasts. I mean, the coffee is free, and the cats are friendly, so why go anywhere else? As Lana Winters says at the end of American Horror Story Asylum, standing before her dead lesbian partner's tomb, I did it for the story. I just never knew how much it would cost. I would tell my younger self that you will sacrifice all semblance of a normal, happy life. Walk through fire that almost kills you and leaves you deeply scarred. At the end, there is peaceful sanctuary. The satisfaction that having failed at almost everything normal people do, you excel, younger me, at a few non remunerative dead arts. I would also tell her, become an engineer instead. I write a monthly column for Entropy magazine called Dining with the Cursed Bloodline. It's in the food section. It's about my tight knit Reno family and my own queer, neurodiverse experiences with cooking, family meals, foods, holidays, and witchcraft. And the weirdness that is Reno, Nevada. This is the Wild West. Amazon distributes my novel, Jet to Desolate, and the anthologies Queer Sci-Fi's annual flash fiction contest, Golden State 2017, The Best New Writing from California, Haunting Muses, and Writing Walls Down, a convergence of LGBTQ voices. Google Books has Off the Rocks. My Swedish poetry collaboration, Lorazepam in the Valley of Skin, extrapolations on Los Angeles slash 730-910-2155 is available from the Valivale publisher's site. My chapbook, Guilt, is out of print, though copies may be floating around LA somewhere, I don't know. And my digital chapbook, Lexapro Diary, Events of January 2nd, 2007, is available on the Moonchild magazine site. Thank you.